Okay, Honorable Chair, respected elders, and fellow indigenous people, I stand before you today as a representative of the Aceh people in Sumatra, who have been fighting for our right to self-determination for centuries. Our struggle is not just about political independence, but about the survival of our culture, our language, and our very identity. For too long, we have been marginalized, colonized, and oppressed by foreign powers. Our natural resources has been exploited, our land has been taken, and our people has been killed or forced to flee. But we have never been given up our dream of independence. We, the Aceh people, have unique culture and history that is distinct from the rest of Indonesia. We have our own language, our own religion, and our own custom. But we have been forced to assimilate into Indonesian culture, and our identity has been erased. We are not seeking a special treatment, but equal right and recognition as indigenous people. We want the right to govern ourselves, to control our own resources, and to preserve our own culture. I urge the international community to support our struggle for independence. We are not alone in this fight. There are many other indigenous people around the world who are fighting similar struggles. Let us stand together, guys, and fight for our rights. Let us celebrate our diversity and our differences. Let us work toward a world where indigenous people are respected, recognized, and free. Thank you so much.
I give one more, then I conclude. May I call on Organisasi Pribini Papua Bara.
Thank you. I bring one of my friends, solidarity with them from Aceh people, so I give the floor to him. Thank you.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thanks to the forum for this opportunity. My name is Muhammad Abdullah Krueng from Aceh, Sumatra. Aceh is located in the northern tip of island of Sumatra and has around 6 million inhabitants. Aceh has been in military conflicts with Indonesia since 1976. In the wake of boxing tsunami in 2004, the Free Aceh movement and Indonesia signed a peace deal in August 2005 that ended the 30 years military conflict, and during which around 50,000 Acehnese, including civilians, were killed. 21 years have now passed. Despite promise by Indonesia government, this has been a lost decade for tens of thousands affected by devastating conflict, and the Indonesian government shown little interest in addressing past injustice. Indonesia have completely failed to their duty to provide truth, justice, and full reparations of tens of thousands of victims. Honorable members of international community, speaking about enhancing indigenous people's right to self-determination, I am an Acehnese stand before you today as a representative of the Acehnese people who have long been seeking the right to self-determination and independence. As an indigenous people, we have inherent the right to determine our own political, economic, social, and cultural systems, as recognized in the UN declarations on the right of indigenous people. For centuries, our land and resources has been exploited by Indonesia government. Our culture and language is suppressed, and our right ignored. We have been subject to forced assimilations, marginalizations, and violence. Enough is enough. It's time for us to reclaim our sovereignty and determine our own future. Independence is not just political goal, but it's meant to achieve social justice, economic development, and cultural civilization. We have unique cultural identity and a rich history that's preserved and celebrates. We have right to govern ourselves and make decisions that benefit our community without external interference or domination. Let us work together toward a future where indigenous people in Indonesia like Aceh, Papua, and Maluku are respected, recognized, and free to determine their own destiny.
Thank you for your statement. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, we have here the last speaker on this agenda item, and I thank all the speakers and all the special guests who attended this agenda item today. Participants who were unable to make their intervention due to the lack of time are invited to submit to the Secretariat electronic copy of their statement to be posted on the forum's e-place, on the e-delegate platform, and in the establishment section of the journal. This is for the first time they give us this opportunity to submit our electronic version. So I really thank you to have this platform open for our statement due to this importance of this agenda item. Thank you so much for that.